Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be chatting about something we saw in terms of the DDC players. And there's a very, very interesting player I saw. And my question is, can Chiefs get this player who plays in one of the DDC teams? This player looks like he could be the next Rele Mfokeng. He could be the next Tapelo Maseko if Sundowns used him right. He could be the next star of the PSR. The problem is he does not play for Kaizer Chiefs. But before we get into that, please like, comment, and subscribe. Look, I'm going to be honest. I don't want to talk about DDC too much because sometimes when you start hyping these teams up, they decide to disappoint you. Kaizer Chiefs DDC team is leading the DDC log. They're on 51 points, and then Stellenbosch is following them with about 50 points, if I'm not mistaken. And Chiefs still has a game in hand, so they could increase that by a 4-point lead. And the very interesting thing about this past weekend, there was a Soweto derby. It was Chiefs versus Pirates. And the interesting thing about this Soweto derby is what? Kaizer Chiefs, our DDC team, had almost 10 players who were doing under 17 and under 20 international duty, but Chiefs still managed to beat Pirates, who had all of their players. And that for me was very interesting. There are some players I looked at that for me looked like very interesting players. And I don't know what you guys think. If you guys saw these players and if you guys saw them as interesting players. But I'm going to mention a few players who I felt like when I got a chance to watch them, they gave me a performance that I feel like can definitely translate into the first team, even though some of them I feel like they are oldish now. So they need to get game time in other PSL teams. So that's what I feel. The first one is the goalkeeper, Unaftal Mokoena. That goalkeeper looks very, very interesting, guys. I won't lie. If I know Takalani is our number one, and this Unaftal is also a player. I think he's 19 this year. This guy, there's something about this Naftal guy. Like I need to see more of him. It was my first game seeing him. But he pulled off some impressive saves and he commanded his box in a very nice way. And the one thing I like about him, and it reminds me of Itu Kune, is his vocalness. He's a very vocal goalkeeper, and that's something I really enjoy in a goalkeeper. I enjoy watching a vocal keeper. I don't want to talk about offensive Hosani, because he got injured, so not much we can say about him. A player who I feel like should be in the first team and training with the first team and training to play. I don't get why he's not with the first team. It's Nkosi. This boy, I feel like should be with the first team. He may not even be getting the game time. Like, he can come to the DDC and get game time in DDC, but he should be playing with the first team. Why? This guy is 21 years old already, and has been one of the consistent players. So he's one of those players I think definitely should be training with the first team week in, week out. But I don't know if it's happening. I don't want to talk about Aiden McCarthy. He's one of the older players, so he should definitely not even be in the DDC. I think he's 22 years old this year, so he should definitely be getting game time. Like, DDC is not good enough for him at this moment. But and then I think Tulani Mabaso, he should also be playing DDC, not DDC, like loan him to Polokwane City, loan him to, like, I don't know, TS Galaxy. This boy needs to just go get game time. And then Peko Pajo. I wouldn't mind him spending one more season at Chiefs, like the rest of this season. But next season, I think he needs to find another team. So for me, when I say find another team, I'm not saying Chiefs must sell these young players. I'm saying even if they loan them to these other teams just to get game time. But definitely with Upeko, I think he could definitely be a good player. But I think he needs to be tested in like more pro setups, not DDC. He's playing now with his peers. And then the player who I think should be with the first team. Like, now I'm being very honest. This player should be with the first team. I think Makubo should be with the first team, but at the same time, I don't watch DDC week in, week out to really give you a fair assessment of how he plays. I just know he's one of our top goal scorers. I know he's a very good midfielder. He attacks. He likes to cut in. He almost plays a similar role to what Fundo Villagazi would be playing at Chiefs. Oh, but he can, I think Peko, the nice thing about Peko is that Peko seems like a player who can even play an 8. So I think he can play an 8. So that's one player I also want to see in the first team. I think he should definitely be in the first team. And then I'm going to leave this one player for last because he's usually a fan favorite, but I'm going to leave him for last. And then Imad Hendricks got us 2 penalties, actually. So well done to him. He's still young. He's still 18, which technically is not young, but I think it's his first season really with his full first season with the DDC. But I haven't seen enough of him to really have like a fair opinion of him. The one thing I do know about him is he makes very good runs. But I haven't seen him really take command of the attack the way Naledi and Buhloko do it. So that's one. And I don't know, he was played more as a striker in this game. So in previous games, I've seen him play more on the left wing and stuff like that, coming in as a sub. So I don't really know specifically where his strongest position is. And then this is the player I wanted to talk about that I feel like you guys as the Amakhosi Nation really love this guy. But I am one of those few people who I don't see what the hype is. And I really pray that he proves me wrong one day and I eat humble pie. But Spesihle Tati. A lot of Chiefs fans love Daddy. Love this boy. He's a skillful boy. His skill. Like his skill, right? But every time I watch this guy play, he misses chances for days. You know, if there's a player who could have won Chiefs, like I don't know how many this boy Daddy could have won Chiefs so many games. We could have won leagues with DDC leagues if Daddy had just converted his chances. In this game that passed, he missed another one-on-one. And that's the thing, he misses the easiest chances. So Chiefs fans really love this guy. But maybe I don't see the hype around him just because he doesn't finish. Like, he can't finish chances in the box. Like, he's just a poor finisher. But before I close it off, there's this one player I saw. And I'm like, why could Chiefs not identify this boy before Pirates? There's a boy called Neo Mukwena. That boy is going to be a problem in the league. A very, very big problem. That is one of these players, if his agents can do him justice, he could even skip the PSL and find himself in a smaller USA European League, similar to how that boy with TS Galaxy left recently. So that's the kind of talent he has. He's an attacking like crazy attacking player. Like, he plays like Nkota and almost Relebohile, but more like more like Tapelo Maseko versus like Pagamani Mahlambi vibes. And I'm just trying to give an idea of how he attacks players. So I'm not saying he plays exactly like these players and has these players' skills, but he attacks players exactly like Maseko, Mahlambi, maybe not Mufukeng, because Mufukeng is more finesse and skill. And I don't want to really say Nkota, because Nkota is more of what I feel like a silky player. This guy is pure pace, skillfulness. He's like, he's almost built, he's built almost like, his runs are almost like the Sadio Mane kind of runs and all of that. So he's one interesting player I saw. But yeah, Chiefs, guys, is on a break because of the international break. I hope they're training. We've been hearing a lot of rumors that Chiefs, the management has had big talks with Nabi and stuff. But I hope Nabi and them also spoke to the management and told them, when management comes to Nabi and says, Nabi, you're not delivering results. I hope Nabi and his team say, Kaizer Jr., you're not delivering on your word that you will sign me the players I want, because I told you that I can't win without my players. So I really hope Nabi gets his players, because without his players, he will always look like a failure. But like I say, let him get his players and let him fail with his players. Then him failing without his players and always having an excuse as to why he failed. Because right now, what I see is a coach who needs top class talent to win. But yeah, so I don't see Nabi winning with a team that has low quality. I think he's not a coach that can get the best out of not the best of players. That's all I think. Amakhosi.